Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Tuesday, April 25th, and we don't expect any severe weather probably right on through the weekend, but we do have plenty of rain coming. But over the next couple of days, looks like overall pretty decent conditions. Today we'll see partly sunny skies, highs in the low 70s, and then I think we'll see more in the way of cloud cover on Tuesday, or Wednesday rather, and we could see some scattered thunderstorms, and we'll have a high temperature up around 80 degrees, so a very nice summer-like day tomorrow, and a good chance of thunderstorms on Thursday with highs in the low 70s early, but I think we'll see temperatures fall through the 60s during the afternoon. And then as a strong storm comes out of the plains and heads towards Lake Superior over the weekend, it'll be a slow mover. It's going to tug a lot of moisture up this way, and we expect a lot of precipitation, probably 1 to 2 inches plus over that time period. And then you can see the extended outlook. We turn colder and we continue to be wet. And so no real break in those patterns. We continue to see moisture coming at pretty regular periods. As far as our normals for the day, normal high is 62, the normal low is 38, 87 degrees on this date back in 1915. And as far as yesterday across the U.S., 103 degrees at Rio Grande Village for the warm spot, and 18 above zero at Gothic, Colorado. If we look a little bit closer to home yesterday, temperature is very mild, upper 60s to low 70s across the area. And we're running again about 3.7 degrees per day above normal, and we're going to end up the month of April well above normal as it looks right now. You can see some of the growing degree day numbers so far just getting started, but the raw total here, and you can see it in a graphical format, some of the locations and where they're at in relation to the other areas. And we can see here in Breckenridge, if we look at the yellow line with the arrow, that's where we are this year, so we're in good shape, but again, we're just getting started here. And if we look at the moisture supplies, again, even the low spots, still about 3/4 of normal. It's not too bad. You can see as a total, we're about 130% of normal for the month of April. So overall, we have plenty of moisture on hand. And if we look at the moisture, if we look at individual locations in a graphical format, you can see where we stand there. And if we look at conditions out there this morning, temperatures in the upper 40s to the low 50s, and you can hear that noise with a truck going by this morning. And if we look at the wind flow at the 2-meter level, you can see winds are out of the southeast. Yesterday they were kind of out of the northeast, so that'll help give us a few degrees warmer today than what we were yesterday, as we see one of the storms off to our southwest. If we look at the radar, you can see this is the moisture we're going to be looking at as we get into the day on Wednesday. It'll eventually push that area up into the Great Lakes. This area stays off to our north, so we should have a nice day today with plenty of sunshine. Again, temperatures in the low 70s, so really a great day out there today. On this morning's weather map, you can see a series of low pressure systems that'll be moving up this front. Eventually this front will get through the area as we get into the day on Thursday, but until then, pretty mild conditions. In fact, again, Wednesday is going to be darn right warm with the low pressure system near Iowa, and it's going to head again toward the northeast, and we'll see some thunderstorms with that. And eventually that front will come down and then move back to the north as we get well behind it, and that's going to bring some overrunning rainfall for the weekend, and it's going to be quite heavy, I believe. And finally, by Thursday, that low pressure system up in the eastern end of the UP, snow to the back of that in the arrowhead of Minnesota. In fact, our winter storm watches around the arrowhead of Minnesota to the western areas of Lake Superior. Again, that'll be for mainly freezing rain and a few inches of snow up that area, but for us, we'll be mild into Thursday morning, and then again, we'll see temperatures fall into the 60s by the afternoon. As far as precipitation over the next 7 days, this was the forecast from yesterday morning at this time. Here now is the new one for today, and you can see much of that 2-inch rainfall here over the next 7 days expanded in across most of the entire state of Michigan, and very heavy rains up to 5 and 6 inches of rain as you get back towards Missouri and Arkansas. As far as a little bit zoomed in look at what we could expect over the next 7 days, you can see much of the MAC area. We can see many areas picking up 2 inches of rain or more. Again, so this is going to be another pretty wet pattern. It's going to be hard to get out into the fields the way things are going. And you can see on Weather Watch this morning, winter storm watches across the arrowhead of Minnesota back in towards northwest Wisconsin. Winter weather advisories off to the west. So winter not trying to be in any big hurry to get out of here. And as long as we have that battle zone of cold air to the northwest and warmth to the southeast, we're going to see plenty of rainfall across the Great Lakes. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all.